His head throbbed, just at the B, and his body ached.
His head throbbed and his body ached.
Okay, we'll come back to that word. The next word is interference.
Interference.
Very good. She seemed to regard any advice or help from me as interference.
She seems to regard any advice or help from me as interference.
The next word is quell.
Quell.
Quell. The police were called in to quell the riot.
The police were called in to quell the riot.
Good, good. And the next one is tolerant.
Tolerant.
I think men are less tolerant of stress than women. We'll just move on to the next section now, which is the comprehension section. So if you just look at the direction there, which is the listening focus.
No. Equivalent. Next
Equivalent.
door.
Okay, sure. Oh, yes, sorry, you're right. I did not see that last word there. Okay, well, you said it for me. Great. Equivalent.
Equivalent.
Thank you. A day on the planet Mercury is the equivalent of 176 days on Earth.
A day on the planet Mercury is the equivalent of 176 days on Earth.
Right, just meant to use the as well. A day on the planet Mercury is the equivalent of 176 days on Earth.
A day on the planet Mercury is the equivalent of 176 days on Earth.
There we go, we learned something there. Okay. Okay, so as we said, the comprehension one is next. So it's a listening focus.
I noticed you said 176 days.
Yes.
Why? I said 176.
Yes, you could say 176 days.
But 176 days?
I actually said 176 days.
800.
But you are correct. You could say 176 days.
Okay, both are okay. 876.
Do you know what? I think probably 176 days is probably grammatically correct. But sometimes when you're speaking English, you just use the easiest way of saying it.
176.
Yeah.
I see. Thank you.
But only for one. So you couldn't say 200, 300.
I see. Yes.
Only for the 100.
Yes.
Okay?
Gotcha.
Okay. But that's a great question. What is caffeine a key ingredient in?
Yes.
The second one is, how does caffeine affect a person's blood flow?
Yes.
Who warned that receptors chronically exposed to caffeine lead to poor brain functioning if it is ever absent? Okay, so if we can now listen to the article. So I'm going to play the article for you.
If you do not drink your morning cup of coffee, your head may...
Read the questions out to you, and if you can give me the answers in your own words. Who warned that receptors chronically exposed to caffeine lead to poor brain functioning if it is ever absent?
Neurology Professor Richard Lipton.
Right, okay. The next part now.
Can caffeine cure headaches? If you do not drink your morning cup of coffee, your head may begin to throb. If you drink more If you drink more than usual, it could cause a headache too. Despite this, a strong cup of coffee can also immediately stop some migraines.
migraine. Well, you can say actually, you can say migraines or migraine.
Okay. Migraine.
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 Migraine's like a severe headache you get.
So is caffeine the...
Ritsuki,
sorry.
I'm sorry. We've just run out of time there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
See
for
you.
your time here. It's
Bye.
only 15 minutes.